Hello students, welcome to yet another video. Today we are going to look at a new topic. This is called factoring quadratic polynomials by using identities of quadratic polynomials. So this is what we are going to look at today. Now we are going to look at three sets of identities of quadratic polynomials. We begin with part 1. We have got a plus b squared. What does this mean? A plus b squared means a plus b into a plus b. And for that case, we will get a times a to get a squared, and then again we get a times b to get ab. Once we finish that, we get b times a to get ab, and then again we get b times b to get b squared. So after that we get ab plus ab to get 2ab. So this means that a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Let's now look at identity number 2. A minus b squared. This actually means a minus b into a minus b. And like we have done with identity 1, we are going to also get a times a. A times a will give us a squared. Then we get a times minus b, we get minus ab. Then after that we get a times, we get minus b times a to get minus ab. And then we get minus b times minus b, such that we get plus b squared. And then we can see that minus b, you can see that minus ab and minus ab will give us minus 2ab. So this means that a minus b squared equals a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Let us now look at the final identity. A plus b into a minus b. So for that case, we will get a times a, and we get a squared. Then after that we get a times minus b, that will give us minus ab. Then we continue, we get b times a to get ab. Then we get b times minus b to get minus b squared. And then you can see that minus ab plus ab, this will give us a 0, such that we remain with a squared minus b squared. So this means that a plus b into a minus b equals a squared minus b squared. Now In summary, we have got the quadratic polynomials that are perfect squares, and that is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, and this is actually the same as its opposite. When we get a squared plus 2ab plus b squared equals a plus b squared. Another quadratic polynomial that is in perfect square, it is this identity. A minus b squared equals a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, and it is the same as its opposite. Okay, and then we have the quadratic polynomials that are in form of difference of squares, the difference of squares, and that is a plus b into a minus b equals a squared minus b squared, and it is the same as its opposite. When we say a squared minus b squared equals a plus b into a minus b. So with these three identities, let us look at some examples. We see how they can be used to factor quadratic polynomials. In example 1, factorize the following polynomials. Number 1, a squared plus 18x plus 81. X squared plus 18x plus 81. Remember, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared equals a plus b squared. So in this quadratic polynomial, we need to identify what is a and what is b. Remember, we can see that this quadratic polynomial, it is in this form. Okay, a squared is x squared, then b squared is 81. So this actually means that a equals x, such that x squared equals x squared, then b equals 9, such that 9 squared will be 81. So in that case, we are having x squared, which is a squared, 2, which is this 2, a, which is x, b, which is 9, plus b squared, which is 9 squared. So we get x squared plus 2 into x into 9 plus 9 squared. So using this identity, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared equals a plus b squared, it implies that we get a, which is x, plus b, which is 9, and we just square them. So it implies that x squared plus 18x plus 81 equals x plus 9 squared. And actually, to prove this, you can see that 2 times x times 9 is the same as 18x. So you can see that really this identity fits in this quadratic polynomial very well. In example 2, we have 9x squared plus 24x plus 16. So we are going to use the similar identity. In that case, since we have 9x squared plus 24x plus 16, we say that a is 3x. This is because 3x squared is the same as 9x squared. Okay? And we say that b is 4. This is because 4 squared equals 16. Okay? So let us apply this identity in this polynomial. So remember, a squared, we will take 3x squared plus 2 into a, which is 3x, into b, which is 4, and we come up with this kind of quadratic polynomial. And then finally we say 3x plus 4 squared. So therefore 9x squared plus 24x plus 16 equals 3x plus 4 squared. This is actually the same as a plus b squared. Okay? Because a is 3x, b is 4. I hope this is really very clear. Let us get another example. 4x squared plus 20x plus 25. So still we use this identity. So we need to know what is a and what is b. Okay? Remember, we can say that a squared is 4x squared. This one, okay? So this actually means that a is 2x, such that if we get 2x squared, we will get 4x squared. And then you can see that b squared is the same as 25. So this means that b squared is 25, and then b is 5, such that if we get 5 squared, we will get 25. Okay? So this means that a is 2x and b is 5. So once we substitute the values of a and b in our identity, we will get a squared, which is 2x squared, plus 2 into a, which is 2x, times b, which is 5, plus b squared, which is 5 squared. And then we come up with 2x plus 5 squared. This is actually the same as a plus b squared. So we finally see that 4x squared plus 20x plus 25 equals 2x plus 5 squared.